Hello, and thank you for joining us today for a product demonstration of MagicRobot's Magic Attribution application. Today, we will be walking through two use cases that showcase how our product helps organizations make critical decisions around their most important campaigns. Live events and social media are typically two of the most expensive and thus most important campaigns that companies engage in. Today, we will walk you through two scenarios that will help you see the value MagicRobot brings to organizations that are not able to see how their most expensive campaigns are influencing revenue. In our first use case, a company that held a live in-person annual conference in 2019 was forced to pivot to a virtual event in 2020 due to the pandemic. Now, in 2021 and beyond, they must decide whether or not to go back to live events, continue on with virtual, or adopt a hybrid model. It is a difficult decision, and it is made even more difficult by the fact that in Salesforce, there's no way to see what effect these campaigns have on driving revenue. We begin on the Magic Attribution application. To find the information we are seeking, we will simply navigate to the Magic Projector tool, where we will find 42 campaigns in scope. To drill down and find what we're looking for, we can simply type into the name field, and you can see that it will immediately bring into view what we were looking for. Scrolling down a bit, you will find two campaigns, the 2019 in-person event and the 2020 virtual. The information we are looking for is already summarized for us on this screen. We can see the campaign cost, the won cash, and corresponding ROI. We can also see the average days to win, which you will notice is significantly higher on the virtual event. Already, we can see very distinguishable differences between these two events. While the ROI is relatively similar, the cost is twice as high for the in-person, but the total cash won is also twice as much. However, the virtual event leads to wins almost 4 times as fast, which is incredibly important information. As you can see, with MagicRobot's Magic Attribution, companies can make decisions based on data rather than hunches. In this case, the data suggests that the best approach is a mix of in-person and virtual events. In fact, taking this approach will lead to an increase in ROI across the company, something they would not have been able to determine without Magic Attribution. Having the ability to look back and see historical data allows them to compare apples to apples and make an informed, data-backed decision. In our second use case, a company that was running LinkedIn campaigns to drive demand generation was resulting in unpredictable revenue. In fact, leadership is considering eliminating the campaign altogether, but the marketing team believes that it is simply being used in the wrong funnel stage and would be more effective in a mid-touch position. In this case, the organization has used MagicRobot to create custom dashboards looking back at the quarterly results derived from the LinkedIn ads placed in the first touch position. As you can see, the results have been ineffective with a meager total ROI in 2020 and inconsistent quarterly returns, highlighted in more detail below. Checking the results after the change was made to mid-funnel in the beginning of 2021, you can see that not only is the overall ROI significantly higher, but the quarterly returns are consistent and increasing. In this case, Magic Attribution clearly shows that the marketing team's hypothesis was correct, and it is backed up by data that proves it. Now, instead of making the mistake of eliminating a campaign that is now a success, the organization is driving more revenue and pushing deals over the finish line during the sales process. This is indirectly creating synergy between sales and marketing because there are now data points showing the influence marketing campaigns are having in the later stages of the opportunities. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about how MagicRobot delivers must-have data attribution intelligence to organizations that would be flying blind without it. In today's competitive landscape, companies need every edge they can get, and not knowing how the most expensive marketing campaigns are driving revenue is something no organization can afford to do. We hope these use cases have helped shine a light on the value MagicRobot brings to this incredibly important gap in the Salesforce architecture. Thank you for watching.